vibe going. There we go, something. A little bit of, there we go, still awake. Let's go. Right, so VP on the T side of Cobble, they've purchased 3 sets of armor. Pasha and Taz are the utility players here, and it's going to be a 3-man stack for Dignitas on towards the B side. Normally see 4 players go towards it. They've actually opted to send some players in there. MSL opens things up though. He takes down Neo. That's a great way to open up the map.
And one of the guys who really shone on Mirage as well. So if they can keep that form coming through onto Cobblestone, it could be a sticky situation for VP. Instantly, the break is put right down to the ground for VP. Starting to maneuver the way through along on A. Coming down danger. MSL and tenzki have mid lockdown for now. That bomb, though, at the back could be maneuvering its way over on the B side. They do have a player over there as well, which I believe is Pasha. Indeed it is. And he's just chilling out on B long.
You can see byali as well. He's got himself towards long A. He's just waiting for his teammates to execute onto that B bomb site, and he's going to be coming out and getting the rotation kills as soon as there's some sort of exchange going down the bomb site. He's just lying in wait towards it. There he is. Just waiting for his teammates to make something happen here. They are at the man disadvantage. The flashbang goes into drop down. They are going to take control, smoking off that one part of it. But Kjaerbye gets the first frag. And they've got CT players waiting for them on the other side as well. So VP in a world of pain here. MSL coming in the back as well. It's an absolute nightmare. Just going to be byali left. Here's a player towards long A. And Dignitas don't drop a single frag there on the CT pistol. What a fantastic way to start their campaign on Cobble here. It looked like VP didn't really know what the hell was going on. MSL coming in with some easy frags towards the end there, and he was the one to open up the map originally as well. So very well played by him. He picks up 2, Kjaerbye gets 3, and VP will be going for the 4 spy this time. So Tech-9s, P250s, and a CZ. They've got 1 smoke to play with, but Dignitas continuing the form they showed on Mirage.
Kjaerbye's frag into drop zone there was absolutely huge. It didn't just get the kill, but it stopped the initial charge as well. Here we go. He's in the thick of the action again. This time he's got the A4 accompanying him, but there's strength in numbers as far as VP are concerned. There's also strength in SMG bullets, though. And VP find out the hard way. 2 P90s still in play for Dig with a UMP as well. And suddenly it falls on Neo.
Yeah, Pian's only got the P250 in hand, and he's going to find 1 kill from the vent there. RUBINO goes down. They're going to be all over his position now. He quickly rotates out to try and change things up, but tenzki will deal with him. So they hold off the poles for another round. The force by not really working out for them there, so you presume a full eco coming in this time.
Must be a tactical pause here.
Oh, is a pause coming in?
Yep.
Okay. No, it can't be a tactical pause, not at this stage.
Sorry, technical.
Technical, yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
That's the word.
It's been a long
Words are hard at this time in the morning. I'm sure we'll find out as we get deeper into this game.
Yes,
we can stay in form as well.
It's a common tactic to call a tactical pause at 2-0.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Guys, I think we need to take stock here, work out how we're going to approach this full eco, and see what we can do with these Glocks. But there we go. Dignitas looking stronger now. They're kind of fearless. They're not giving any respect to VP. Like MSL to go face towards middle at the beginning of that pistol round, finding the shot, showing he's got the form to actually go toe to toe with these guys. He's been very impressive, especially in Mirage. He top frags, and he's normally one of the players, like, well, he's the AWP player now. You don't expect him to be at the top of the scoreboard and leading the charge like that. It's pretty impressive from him. As we go into round number 3 now, we are in a pause. Probably going to be a couple more minutes, I think. A PC issue or something going on. And we're back into it. Here we go.
We are resuming the action. I think it was tenzki was having the issue. He is back onto the server. And VP, correctly, I would say, not going to be committing into this round. Just a P250, and that's it, really. No utility, nothing else. Perfect
news for Dignitas. They've got 3 SMGs here. Config and MSL can try and farm some cash of those. P90, not so effective at farming the cash, but the 50 bullets of Doom definitely can be very effective against unarmored players. So let's see what Dignitas decide to do. It's all just showing that aggression. We've got Config boosting up onto the platform with the MP9 there, getting himself in a close angle position, trying to listen out for some footsteps right now, just behind that smoke. Will he be pushing through this? This would be kind of nuts for him. He's going to do it anyway. Let's go. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, he's ran past the plays. Oh, he doesn't get punished.
Okay.
If that was anything other than a Glock, I feel he definitely would have died. Config, what?
Okay. Kind of a weird thing to do when you know you're up against like P250s and Glocks to push through by yourself. Should have got taken down there, but somehow capitalizes and gets 3 kills for his troubles. And that's going to boost his cash tremendously now. Just byali and Neo remaining. Neo does find the first kill. tenzki answers back straight away. We've just got Neo remaining now. They got the PT50 in hand once again with 32 points of health.
I'm just mind blown that Config not only gets 3 frags, but then escapes with his life.
I couldn't believe he got the first one. It seemed like he was out of position here. 2 terrorists defined, only the MP9, but he made it work. And that's a big third round for Dignitas. We can have a look at the money for VP now. Definitely won't have any AWPs. Not such a huge deal on a map like this. You'll see a very loose playstyle coming from VP. I'm sure it'll just be more of a case of heading towards the B bomb site, sending 3 players towards upper, 2 towards drop down, just trying to work the frags, get those opening picks. Config will be keeping his P90, a very effective weapon on this map indeed. MSL with the AWP, looks like he will be going for that initial face towards middle, drops the smoke down, he can look over the top of that. Does get flashed off begin things, not going to go for the face now, just holding back a little bit more passively.
That P90 is going to be playing a close angle. A position that Taz needs to use an awful lot up on the plateau behind the box. Trying to use the advantages of that weapon. That grenade could do a bit of damage there onto long. Doesn't do anywhere near as much as I was expecting. byali just gets tickled more than anything else.
You see Snax and Pasha there towards the B bomb site right now. The bomb is towards long A. They haven't really committed to that position whatsoever. They're waiting for the smokes just to deplete here. MSL, there it is. The first frag onto Taz. It's going to open up the map for them. Now, this is up to VP to work back and see what they can do here. Snax and Pasha, you have to show their hands. They're kind of locked out by smokes right now. The CTs just holding their positions. And now the T's rotating back towards B, just trying to get back towards their teammates. Long A approach really didn't work out for them. 1 smoke. Actually make that 2. byali's got 1 as well. So actually could do something with this. Pasha just boosted up, waiting for a CT to step out of line here.
Just seems like VP has stalled to an extent now. That is definitely going to allow them to restart the engine and start to push their way onto the B side. RUBINO's here. We know he's capable of pulling off crazy plays. And now all the utility has been expended from VP, so they're going to have to go in raw right now. And they're lining up for the CTs. They're being sprayed down. RUBINO with 2. The bomb has been dropped out in the middle of nowhere. And Snax will follow suit. Dignitas maintain their perfect run on Cobblestone. 4-0 now.
Very convincing round. They hold off the A pick tactic coming in from VP. Taz just blindly facing towards long A, gets taken down. This is actually a really nice hold from Dig. Tenzki and RUBINO doing some serious work here. M4 crossfires ringing true, and VP didn't really have a shoot in that round whatsoever. Dignitas take it up to 4-0. Now VP on to the quasi-buy here. They keep their bank account around 2K, get some PT50, some body armor, and a few nades to see what they can do with this, but I feel like this is another round going in favor of Dignitas, and they're actually going to be the ones getting the 5-0 lead here, you would assume.
Have to be a massive misplay not to convert this round. Especially as the first kill falls down on VP. It's going to be Pasha that is the first casualty of war here in round 5. Double drop zone push from VP. Snax has at least even the odds for a few more seconds. RUBINO gets stinked down in chicken coop. And it's being spammed through the doors as well. The bomb has been dropped, however. Taz is going to start to ring out with the P250. It's all on byali, but there's nothing he can do. The USP one-tap is real. Dignitas. They are looking in charge right now.
Looking unbelievably sharp. Very nice opening to Cobble here. 5-0 in their favor. Virtus.pro going to be having a full buy this time. Pretty much the first time in this game. 5 smokes, Molotovs, full arsenal of utility here. I'm interested to see what MSL's approach is this time. First gun run, he went towards middle. This time he'll be going towards danger. Will be smoked out for now, but I think there's a small gap there. See if he can work a bit, but just to be listening out for footsteps towards mid right now. And looks like the full B play coming in from VP this time. Not going to be focusing on A whatsoever.
Oh, it's a delayed push from Config. They actually double naded this previously to try and draw out Config's position. So are they going to expect that he snuck his way on there? The smoke is about to clear. They're going to start to put down some serious firepower onto the box. And Config just jumps across, only loses 26 HP, could go back in for seconds. Will they expect him to push the smoke, though? This would be so ballsy, and he's going to do it as well. He's running into players left, right, and center. That's the headshot on Taz, who must be like, you what, mate? What just happened there? However, the trade does come out. And Neo just charges onto the site. 3-on-3 now. Kjaerbye picks up a second, somehow is still alive on 23 HP. byali answers back. Kjaerbye's there again for his third frag, and tenzki rounds it up. VP just got demolished.
That was such a sick hole by Dig there. You can see the full execute coming from VP. They're completely showing their hand as to what they're doing. The Molotov drops just in front of the smoke. They smoke just behind it as well, locking out VP, forcing him to run out towards smokes. Kjaerbye going absolutely huge there as well. That was so impressive by Dig to hold off such a strong push coming in from the Polish side there. So it's a big round for Dignitas to win. VP now at maximum loss bonus, can definitely justify a buy, but the utility's not going to be as strong as it was before. Just 3 smokes to work with, and RUBINO and Config keeping that aggression on the upper platform once again. It looks like a full BXQ coming in from the Polish side as they push through the smoke. This first frag's going to mean everything, and there it is. Take down RUBINO, but Config's not having any of it. Double kill for him. Neo responds and comes down to the 3-on-3.
Oh, and it's going to be Neo caught with a flashbang out. Fortunately for VP, byali just about lands himself the kill, and the bomb is going to follow suit. byali on 12, Snax 100%. The grenades slightly off course.
Both players stuck behind that smoke and connected, just waiting for that to deplete. It's going to come down to Snax here. Gets the first one, makes it a double as well. Nice work from him. That's both players with the spray down there. And finally, VP have a round on the board there. Pretty simple B play coming in from them there, just pushing through the smoke, making frags happen as they drop down. Here's the replay. Screen right now, that's spray down from Snax, but not out of the woods just yet. This round would hard reset them. They lost 3 players there, so difficult buy for them. Even Taz is only on the Tech 9 here. Config on the Famous, so this actually will break either team. So it's a huge round in the context of the economy for the game.
Yeah, certainly not out of the woods. All I can see right now is trees. Tech 9 for Taz. VP playing it slow. Again, it seems like B is going to be their site of choice. I wonder if at some point it's going to get a bit predictable for Dignitas. We've seen Config isn't scared to push through the smoke, isn't scared to try something different, to get up in the face. You can see the confidence oozing through him right now.
Once again, focusing on that B-bomb zone. You assume all these smokes going over, it's only be going in one way. Kjaerbye locked out, byali gets the first frag as well. It's going to be a difficult retake now for the CTs. RUBINO been so strong in this position. Can he deliver the goods once again?
No, he cannot. That's a big frag for VP. Not only does it give them the player advantage, but that opens up B nicely, forcing MSL's hand. He had to try and get in close proximity and see if he could stop that bomb from going down. Taz is a man mountain. He didn't eat a single point of damage as well. 2 clear kills, and VP with 2 in a row. And Dignitas' economy has just been broken.
Yeah, more of a methodical execution onto the B-bomb site that time, using some smokes to lock off some key areas, getting into the bomb sites and making that buy work for them. As I mentioned before, it was a big round for both teams in terms of the money, and VP definitely in the driving scene now. You can see Dignitas haven't really invested that much into this round at all. Desert Eagle and a CZ, that's about all they're bringing to the party this time. So just allowing themselves to take this one on the chin, try and get as many kills as they can. They should be buying up reasonably well into the next round. It's 2 in a row, so they will be getting $2,400 next round. It won't have the AWP, I don't think, but let's see what VP decide to do this round. Going to go for that mid control. Neo going first. Going to be Molotoving off MSL as well. It's going to take him out of position. And they should be picking up this frag momentarily.
Yeah, just the USP to fend off the push. And really no hope. I like that little double stack though. The molly followed by a grenade.
Yeah.
Followed MSL, Heat Seeker almost. And really not expecting Dignitas to get a great deal out of this round. It's probably going to be down to Config if he can land a couple 1-digs. That's the only saving grace here for Dignitas.
Well, the teams are sticking together here, making sure they smoke off key positions like that window and drop down there. Playing and utilizing the buddy system there very effectively. Not a single T dropped. Considering the money, that's actually very strong for them. You see them building up a decent bank of cash now. And the CTs haven't really recovered their accounts because they're going to have 5 rifles, 1 kit, and not a huge amount of utility. They've got smoke grenades, but no incendiaries to speak of. So another big round coming in. 6 plays 3 in favor of Dignitas. VP definitely biting back though after the, what is it, 6-0 from Dignitas?
Yes, indeed. Didn't start great, safe to say.
Here we go, a much faster round coming for VP. Like taking long A and a complete wolf pack here. They've left 1 player towards the B bomb side. It's a huge exchange. It's really confusing for all the smokes, but VP are coming out on top. It's 3 plays 1, and now the remaining CTs are locked towards that B bomb site. Really, really fast round they're coming from VP, just completely rushing that long A, and the CTs weren't able to answer back at all. Just Config and RUBINO remain, and you can see they've just submitted here, and going to be going for the save So a change of pace for VP, I actually quite like that. After showing their hand towards the B bomb side so many rounds in a row and showing that's their main point of interest, it has changed things up straight away. Let's just go fast long A, get in there together. And there's two CTs waiting for them, couldn't hold them off whatsoever. So nice work adapting and changing the pace of the game there. And get their 4th round in a row. CT's going to be desperately trying to save these guns. That's going to be Config giving away his position right now. So I'd assume, considering how much money VP have, they can definitely justify going on the hunt for these guns. They know this is going to force the CTs down to an eco if they can find both kills.
Yeah, 4 plays sitting around 6k, so
yeah,
definitely worthwhile to chase down Config and RUBINO. But they're not going to take these weapons away. The match has been paused again.
I would assume this is more of a tactical pause now coming in after VP getting back into the game, having 4 very strong rounds. He probably doesn't want to get the pause going, try and slow down that momentum, take stock as to what's going on, why you've lost the last few previous rounds after having such a strong start. Yeah, tactical pause, Team Dignitas. So this is a good time to take it, I feel. Just work out how you're going to approach this one. The money still hasn't been rectified here. 3 Famises, they've gone for a pretty much force buy here. 3 Famises, 2 M4s, 2 kits. They've got smokes, but another difficult round for them. Cobble's one of those maps, it's difficult to mix things up like Cash or Mirage and like push a certain position and have teammates to back you up. It's like you can show aggression on the upper platform, you can boost into drop down, maybe go for a face on long A, but there's not really much you can do to really show some aggression and mix things up and go for that initial pick. It's quite a difficult map in that respect. So all you can really do, if you think they're coming towards the B bombs, you can probably go for a stack in there, play 2 players towards drop down, have that aggression on the upper platform, that's about it. But let's see what they go for here. I assume it's going to be more of a defensive game, just trying to force VP onto the bomb sites and get that crossfire set up again that was so effective before with RUBINO and Config.
I certainly think so with 3 Famises.
Yeah, it's difficult to find that first pick. We haven't seen them do things like boosting into drop down yet. Maybe that could be something just to try and surprise VP a little bit, but it's difficult to be too creative on the CT side. Let's see what they do. The pause has been switched off, and we go into round number 11. If you are just joining us, this is the 3rd map and the losers part of the bracket. Whoever loses this series will be going home. It's kind of crazy considering the scoreline is currently 1-1. It's a deciding map. There we go, VP once again going towards that B bomb site after showing that really fast strategy towards A.
And again, it seems to be a B-favored push from VP. Config is there again on spot and picks up 2 kills. Very nearly a 3rd as well, but the damage has been done. He has definitely paid his way in this round. Now he has to hope that the rest of his team can follow through. Again, we mentioned this, 3 Famises, not the best of assault rifles. AK should get the upper hand. It's how Dignitas approach the next 20-30 seconds, you have to feel, because that bomb is on B. Has yet to be planted. Neo up on the tree boost is going to pick off MSL, who's not expecting that. Player in drop. Gets the better of Neo, though. It's going to be RUBINO. Snax on 10 HP. Gets flashbang. Smoke comes down as well. Time is ticking down. There is a defuse kit for Dignitas, though. They can afford to play the slow game. Kjaerbye makes short work of Snax, and now it's on Taz. He's being spammed left, right, and center, but he's holding position. He fears no man, but Kjaerbye's there.
There we go.
And that is going to be the defuse. So, hey, the tactical pause pays off.
It seems to pay off every single time here. They slow down the momentum. Virtus.pro going for a simple B push in there, but Config steps up, finds those first 2 frags. Just damage to the 3rd as well. Huge round by him. That brings the scoreline to 7 versus 4. VP actually, after they got they equaled the exchange, brought it down to 3-on-3. They slowed it right down. They didn't want to go for the plan. They actually wanted to source one of the frags there that were close range. They get it, but RUBINO rotating in through the drop down, answers back straight away. And now it's an interesting change of pace for VP. They got the double AWP set up. Pasha and Neo going to be wielding those. You'd assume this would be more of an A-sided approach. Trying to work some picks here. Let's see what they will bring to the table. Snax is going very quickly towards the drop down area. Does get smoked out. The bomb is towards the top of middle right now, so just trying to do anything they can to bait out some CT utility here. Config up on that platform once again.
Double AWP setup does certainly suggest that maybe pushing through drop zone may not be on the top of their agenda with the very long-range weapons. Although we have seen Pasha a couple of times push super aggressive, on Cash in particular, with the AWP through mid, so who knows with him. He's a bit of a crazy guy. That being said, the bomb is moving on long A.
Yeah, so they've got the AWP towards that side of the map as well. Neo with the AWP. Yeah, would have smoked out for now. 1 minute remaining, so it's not a huge deal at this stage of the game. You see the remaining terrorists. 3 of them on the B side of the map, just trying to show some presence towards there. Wow, Neo flushes out long A. The thing is, the bomb's actually rotating back, so this is all down to Neo. If Neo can find a pick here, he does, but Kjaerbye answers back straight away. That could peel off a CT here. This could work out very nicely for VP, you know. If they can react now, and that's the pick they needed. Pasha finds it towards the back of Chicken Coop, takes down one of the key players, Config, and now the B bomb site is open for business.
They are going to have Kjaerbye getting here soon. No, RUBINO runs right through, is doing damage. It's not on the right player. The bomb was not stopped. Kjaerbye now going to be having to retreat. Molotov lands underneath his legs, and that is the save called very quickly from Dignitas. They want no part of this. VP will pick up their 5th round.
Interesting approach there from VP, just sending 2 players towards long A. Neo, once they gain control and actually push the CTs back a little bit, all he had to do was find that 1 pick. It gets answered back straight away, but it was enough to get the CTs dancing themselves. You saw a CT peel off, and then the VP was ready to pounce on that B-bomb, so they come in. Pasha finds that kill towards Chicken Coop. Config just having to face, trying to get some intel there. And he gets punished, and the round is over. Kjaerbye does save the AWP. And tenzki will save an M4A4 as well. So having a look at their money right now, they can force into this one, but it's a round I definitely don't favor them going forward. Let's see how they decide to approach this. MSL with the AWP. tenzki, yeah, they are going to be forcing into this. So they've got the scouts and the M4 and the Mag 7. Shotguns can be crazy on this map, so definitely still with a solid shout this round. It's been to number 13.
And by the way, Kjaerbye is on 17 for 6, top fragging by a country mile. Dude is on point. Grenades are landing over on platform. Config eats a bit of damage, but he's using that scout. Eats a bit more damage, gets picked off from byali for free almost. I think he assumed that smoke was going to cover his tracks. Neo is going to bag himself a frag, but MSL is right there to answer back. Pop flash from Kjaerbye just to make sure no pesky terrorists force him down. He's still alive, going to be doing the same tactic again. Meanwhile, byali is making moves onto the site. This frag is huge, and RUBINO is the player to pick it up. He does lose the majority of his HP in the process. 1 minute 5 on the timer. And now Snax is moving into position, goes for the spray down. Pasha is going to AWP on RUBINO, and Taz will follow suit, but Pasha gets another one. And now it's all the man in question, the man in form for Dignitas. This isn't an impossible clutch, but Pasha lands his 3rd AWP shot of the round. And VP drag it to just a 1-round deficit, and Dignitas' economy, because of that force by Henry, is poor. They're going for another force.
Okay, interesting. I'd have thought they would have been grinding this out to the last round and have that last solid buy, but they're going all in on round number 14. 7 plays 6 now. They've gone for the Desert Eagle force by 1 FAMAS in the hands of MSL. And this round, I really don't favor them going forward. It'll be interesting to see what they've got up their sleeve. You can see 1 CT going aggressive towards long A. That's going to be tenzki. He's going to find confrontation any second now. Here it comes. Spots the leg of 1. Can he make anything happen? It will be taken down here, surely. And there it is. byali punishes tenzki, and they're going to fall back now. They're not even going to capitalize on the situation. They're going to just try and get the CTs rotating, trying to adapt as to what's going on. There you go. MSL will be the one rotating in front of that smoke.
Maybe just trying to do something super aggressive, super random that may catch Virtus.pro off guard when he's so outgunned. It's really the only way to come out swinging. First kill for him, nearly gets a second. But VP rampage on through anyway, and Dignitas only have Config and RUBINO to save VP from drawing it level once more. And byali's going to silence RUBINO. That should be all for round 14. Config, though, does come back in for seconds and meets the same demise. 7-7 VP, after a shocking start, have came back into this map.
That's 6-0. Seems like a lifetime ago as we now tie things up at 7-7. That was a really weird buy from Dignitas in that round.
Yep.
They get 2,400 in this time. They could have actually had a real decent buy to finish things off, but now they're going to be left with shotguns, CZs, and a Desert Eagle and Kjaerbye. All in this round. Looks like VP will be winning the half, but let's see what they can do. They are going to be boosting down into drop down. There we go.
The Snax is waiting. He's on the prowl. Just using that smoke for a bit of shield right now. Snax has dropped down. And Dignitas just desperate to get the frag on the way. MSL in a good position with the Mag 7. He's going to go for the peak. Does tag. Taz, I believe that was, but doesn't take him out. There we go. In the second time of asking, does pick it up. But again, he gets traded out to the terrace, just keeping their dominance. And tenzki and RUBINO, again, just going to have to try and clutch this out. But honestly, VP should be taking this 8-7.
Yeah, this should be an absolute nightmare if they were to drop this round. Just tenzki gets absolutely wrecked by Taz. Going to be RUBINO remaining. He has got the AWP now, but once the position's been given away, you can see the bomb rotating back towards the other bomb site. Knife out, should be dead here, and there it is. Snax does finish things off, and VP, after we said the 6-0 disadvantage, they come back with some stellar play on the T side there and win the half. Had they won that pistol, it's kind of difficult to imagine where that one would have gone, but there we go. Dignitas drop off towards the latter of that half. Kjaerbye 17 frags. He was so strong towards that B-bomb side. That kind of synergy they had in those initial 5 or 6 rounds was so strong. They're just unable to hold on for long enough there. byali and Snax finish on 13 frags apiece there. I feel like this pistol does mean a lot for Dignitas. They're kind of...
I suppose the good news for Dignitas, though, is it's cobblestone. We're not looking at like an 8-7 score in Inferno, for example. The T side could definitely prove to be fruitful for them, as you say, if they win that pistol round. So they're not dead and buried just yet. Obviously, they'll be disappointed after going 6-0 up. The momentum towards the second quarter of this map was very much in the favor of the Poles, but who knows? Dignitas can still come back.
There's no reason why they can't do the exact same treatment to
yeah.
VP. So here we go, and the second half begins. We'll have a look at the Dignitas buy going forward. 3 sets of armor, make it 4. It's going to be Config as the utility player. He's got 1 smoke and a flashbang. So the options are here. You could probably go towards B. You can smoke off Chicken Coop, just take away that risk, use the flashbang, and then get into the site. That's a strategy we've seen. Seems like envious run. Let's see how Dignitas decide to go forward. So they will be going towards that B-bomb site. Here comes the smoke. It's actually going to be smoking off connector as well, so you'd assume they're going to be flashing in and trying to split the bomb site between drop down and upper. Bomb's actually heading towards A, so they're probably going for an A split here through connector.
Yep. Neo was there in position. byali silences MSL. Pasha as well. 2 huge frags for VP. Bomb is scurrying through long, but you can see they're caught in 2 minds. They're not entirely sure whether they should push, whether they should go or stay. And in doing so, they have given their backs up to VP. And Neo will oblige and climb with the headshot onto Kjaerbye. It's looking so sketchy for Dignitas right now. Config can't get it done. And VP, with a confident pistol round, moved 9-7 in the lead.
Yeah, you can see what Dignitas, what the plan was there. The smoke goes down towards connector. That just means it eradicates that issue when they're dropping into the drop-down zone, coming through the window. They know the CTs have a very difficult time rotating through the B bomb site. They had the bomb towards the top of middle there, but the frags just came in for VP as the execution was played there, and they got caught with the rotations from Neo pushing long A. And it was a very difficult round for them at that point, but here we go then. Dignitas will be forced buying into this. It's going to be a very fast strategy towards long A, trying to flush out any CTs they can. Here comes the first frag. Neo does get taken down, takes down MSL with him, and has spotted the bomb as well. So presumably the rotation's coming in from the CTs, and here they come. The next couple of frags are going to be huge here. As Taz is listening out for footsteps towards mid. The T's is kind of silently making their way back towards that B-bomb site.
Not just a kill though. Dignitas have managed to claim that UMP, and it has armor behind it. Snax has no head armor. He could fall prey. Pasha though is down to 2 after confrontation in drop zone. Decides to relocate wisely. It looks like Dignitas now happy enough to just force the issue over on the B side. byali using that MP7 and be pushing, trying to get the closer angle, get up in the face of Dignitas. Maybe he can catch them as they're waiting to execute here. Peeking around that corner, but all he meets is a headshot, courtesy of Config and RUBINO. He falls down, and that is brutal for VP. That grenade has damage written all over it, doesn't do quite as much as I'm sure VP were hoping. The P90 now opens up, they line up, but Snax can't knock them down. Taz, however, is in a decent position considering where the bomb is dropped, but the smoke will allow the terrorists now to play the mind games. Taz moving in. He has picked up the first kill. Now this is absolutely doable. Goes for the spray behind the rock, gets the clutch. And VP shatter the dreams of Dignitas.
byali with a pretty questionable push there. There's a 4-on-4. The T's have to go into a bomb site. You know they haven't got rifles to actually do anything with that. He goes for the smoke, gets taken down, then actually gives them a real opportunity. And actually, they're in a 2-on-1. That's a round they probably should be winning, but Taz, ice in his veins there, manages to keep the dream alive. And Dignitas will be going on to pretty much full eco here. 3 Glocks. They've got a Deagle and a P250 and 1 flashbang. That's about it. And the shotguns come out for VP. Snax with the pump. Pasha with the Mag 7. And he's going to be waiting on that platform as well for them.
Uh-oh. Oh, this could be absolute carnage. Pasha with 2 kills with the Mag 7. Has been traded across the config, and now it's the shotgun for Snax. The farmer gun living up to its name. Config already with 2 kills. Hungry for more. Playing the close game right now. Coming around the back, sneaking. But there's byali. Has his teammates back. And a valiant attempt from Dignitas, but in vain in the end. However, AKs are coming.
Indeed. The AKs are out. VP managed to go up 3-0. Very big round indeed coming in. Dignitas. No AWP, the 5 rifles, smoke grenades. And VP will be keeping the FAMAS and the UMP onto Neo as well. So let's see how both teams approach this. I think Dignitas will be focusing towards the long A area. Sending 3 players there. The bomb will be waiting towards middle. Kjaerbye leading the charge of his opening frag. Neo will be waiting on the other side. He's the player with the UMP, so I can't imagine he can do too much of that by himself. Needs someone to bait him into a corner at least.
Dignitas really need a hero right now. They need what MSL provided them on Mirage. Someone just to land those key frags to get the entries going their way. VP could certainly start to pull away in this matchup if they're not careful, Dignitas. Very slow round from Dignitas, not giving anything away for free. They still have plenty of smokes, 4 in total, to execute on a site with if they so choose. And it would appear right now, as it stands, A could very well be the site they decide to go on. However, they do have RUBINO, who's over towards drop zone. So still options available here, Henry, especially if you can get a frag.
Well, this is it. They're just trying to bide their time. Wait for this smoke to just dwindle towards that long A area. And they have 4 smokes themselves. There's no reason why Dignitas can't just do an execute here. Smoke off towards connector, balcony, flash out. Let's see what they can do here. Taz is just listening out though, and here's the reaction from the CTs. Taz now to face with the flashbang. Doesn't spot anything though. This could be a little bit disappointing. You see the CTs actually pulling back towards B, and now they've been caught towards middle. Config says hello, and now the CTs have realized what's going on. And it's going to be a very difficult retake now. The smokes are down. The CTs need to be pushing through these. Config gets down Snax. Neo replies there with the UMP. Now it's down to the 4-on-3.
I think VP are just given up on the round. They realize that they have the round advantage. No point throwing away these weapons.
After those smokes came in for Dig, that flash push in from Taz, he went in for, he spotted no one. There's actually 2 Ts there. The rest of his teammates are pushing up towards middle. As he calls this a B play, everyone starts rotating. He gets killed towards mid, and then after those smokes are already deployed, it's an almost impossible retake at that point. So Dignitas taking control of that first gun round. Very well played from them. Utilizing all the time they had to, just to force in the CTs to come have a phase towards long A, and it didn't work out for them.
Especially that time of the round as well. You're getting towards 20, 30 seconds.
You just assume it must be B.
You're expecting to see someone A long if they're going to push it. So you can understand why that call comes in. Just great teamwork from Dignitas, just reading the game to perfection, and maybe a bit of misfortune as well for Taz if he peaks another 3 seconds later.
Had they been facing at all, he'd have been in a perfect position. It was actually a very good call from him. Just got a little bit unlucky there, but they managed to save 3 guns, so that's the most important thing here. And Neo now with the AWP. Let's see where he decides to go this round. Looks like he's be going straight down towards middle. Going to be going for that face. When we drop in the smoke here, it's going to be going for the clean face, waiting for the flashbang to come in. As soon as that happens, he's going to go for the face, but looks like the T's are favoring the B side this time.
Again, Dignitas not really switching anything up. Just boosting up to make sure that no CTs start boosting on drop zone side. And really, I think Dignitas have got the majority of their T rounds in this best of 3 when they have played slow, when they have played steady, and just completely out-mind gamed VP, especially on Mirage. That was the key determining factor for me. VP consistently were kind of caught out of position while they were trying to transition between the sites.
There we go, then Dignitas have got control of middle right now. Just trying to force the CTs back, take some vision away from them. And that's going to be enough for them. They're going to be making their way back towards that B bomb site. CTs just lying in wait right now, not overcommitting to any sort of situation. Neo just being able to hold that A bomb site. Has got Taz with him as well, though. As the time ticks away, 45 seconds. You can see 3 smokes remaining for Dignitas. This is probably an opportune moment to do a wall of smokes play.
Just wonder if that last round is going to be haunting VP to an extent if they expect the same again. The fact they have seen Config in drop zone probably puts a quick no to that. byali on site could very well be the difference between winning this round and losing it. The heat's fallen down. He did take one player with him, but that's probably not good enough. Neo now setting up for the shot, does connect it on Config. A tasty shot at that, but it's not going to stop the bomb from being planted. Now VP have another decision to make. Do they want to push in and try and salvage this round, or just tap out again and take these weapons through to round 21?
I think it's the latter. And at this point, it's a 3-on-2. They have an AWP. That's going to be more than enough to save. You can see they're just having a little look in here, and actually will be going straight in. Neo goes to the face of the orb, and there it is. I really would have preferred them to save, though. They have a decent better round, so just keep the rifles in hand, but there we go. Dignitas with another impressive round here. You saw what they did towards middle. They take away that vision from Neos at the top, and at that stage, he can't really justify telling Taz to rotate from long A. He's just stuck towards the top of middle. He's lost control, and at that point, the T's are just rotating back over towards B. They know they've only got 3 players to play against there. Get in, make the kills happen, and they get themselves in another favorable situation. Now the CT's on a pretty much full eco here. Desert Eagles, or just one Desert Eagle and byali, that's about it. As we're to round number 21.
Dignitas just sitting back, reading the situation, know that VP are likely on an eco, and therefore this desperation charge could very well come to fruition. It's almost setting up a firing squad. Should a VP member decide to push mid. Not the case, however. Right now, VP are just stacking on that B side. Another very slow round from Dignitas.
Well, this is it. They know they've broken the economy of VP so tremendously here. They don't really need to overcommit to any situations. Make sure you stay in the wolf pack and go kill for kill. They are going to be committing towards this A-bomb site. It's only going to be Neo waiting for them. Neo will be dealt with momentarily, I would assume. Does some decent damage on the config there, but that's all he's going to do as the bomb will be planted. And now the CTs with nothing to save. Might as well see what they can do with this. MSL has already pushed up towards that connector area and should be clearing up here. There's the first one. The rest of the CT is actually out of position towards the top of middle, seeing if they can maybe get an exit. Very difficult exit with silenced USPs, but let's see what they make of it.
Yeah, just trying to make the most out of a bad situation now on VP. And all credit to Dignitas again. I'm thinking when it's 11, 12, 7, this could very well slip away, but that's just not the case. They are digging in deep, showing great tenacity today. It doesn't look like VP are going to get anything from this round, barring a headshot from these USPs. So Dignitas are going to get double digits here, Henry, and they're keeping this game interesting.
Absolutely. More than interesting, I would say. They're on a real shout here. VP do manage to get a decent buy in here, but there isn't a single kit being purchased as of yet. Oh, and Snax is not going to get one either, so if it comes down to a clutch situation, you definitely favour Dignitas going forward. But here we go, round number 22. This is a big one. Dignitas in the driving seat. Got so much cash to play with as well. Neo going to be going towards long A by himself again. 4 players from Dig heading towards the A side of the map. It's going to be RUBINO who's holding towards the drop down here. It's kind of envious style right now. RUBINO will be listening out for rotations, trying to give intel to his teammates and going in for the backstab once they make their way onto that air bomb site. So far, just waiting to see if they can get control of middle. Here's the flashbang. MSL will be leading in as well. Taking away the vision from the CTs once again. You can see Neo just waiting on the other side of that smoke. Can't hear footsteps right now.
Dignitas just trying to play the mind games. Neo is there waiting, has a smoke in his hands. Maybe throwing that into mid. Oh, if he pushes in after this, he's a dead man as a player to his right-hand side. It's Config. Wow. That is a huge kill for Dignitas. It may very well surgically split open the A site. It's on Taz. If he can't get anything done here, VP will concede yet another round. Oh my goodness, VP, it's all gone horribly wrong from a huge advantage into a deficit. Now at 11-11, their economy's going to be broke. And as he said, Henry, Dignitas have so much funds to play with. However, byali is still in this round. He's not quite dead and buried just yet.
Not yet. He's towards that balcony area. No kid to play with, but it might not matter as it comes down to a one-on-one. Just going to be tenzki remaining now. He's towards long A. Definitely has the upper hand in this clutch as byali seems to have no idea where he is and no kit as well. So waiting for the face to come in. Tenzki's jumping over the fence there. Does get vision, does huge amount of damage there through the fence. And that should be the round tied up here. Or is it somehow? byali steps up and goes absolutely huge just when VP needed it. That's massive. 4 HP. All they had to do was land one bullet there.
Well,
unbelievable.
Surely they knew they dinked him, right?
Well, that's the thing. I think it was that last bullet when he just faced. He shot him through the fence.
Right.
That's when he did all the damage there. So I assume he didn't really know how much he did. And that's kind of crazy they threw that round. That's massive, massive scenes there. This is the. When you take a screen, it's actually a 3-on-1 from byali. What a huge round for him to step up. So low HP. Tenzki goes to the face. I thought he had that one tied up. I didn't expect byali to land that shot as he ran out there, but there we go.
Henry, even though they win that round, you can still see how economically damaged they are. They come into this one with a Mag 7. Fair enough, it's a decent weapon on this map, but 2 players with 1 minute and 30 left have no grenades. byali only has a flashbang. So it's still bare bones CS from VP, even though they do clutch that round out.
It was so well played from Dig before as well. They dissected the map so perfectly. Pushed the CTs back, Config opening it up with those 2 frags. Dig, once again, they do take down Taz towards the A side of the map. That's going to leave. It's byali. Actually, it's going to be Neo. He's at the Mag 7. He's the only line of defense towards that A bomb site. Should be able to upgrade to an M4A4 here, which he does, but T's are heading in towards B now.
You have to feel that Pasha, from this position with the AWP, has to land this first shot. He has to. If he doesn't connect this, things can go horribly wrong.
Feel it. It's coming. He's not even going to have an opportunity here, but it seems a thing.
This could be a fake out from Dignitas, but look at the time. They have to get a move on, and they are going to be sticking this, maybe trying to play the mind games with VP.
25 seconds remain. Here we go. Is the execution. This next frag to be vital. MSL gets one, but the CT's answering back as well. Pasha isolated on the bomb site. The T's know where he is. He's going to make something happen. Only manages to let Config there. Tenzki takes him down. Just Neo in the 2-on-1. 10 seconds to play for. If he can just hold them off and deny the bomb here, this would be absolutely huge. He does get planted. Can he do it? Oh! He takes down the bomb. 5 seconds remain. Just going to be Kjaerbye and Neo. 2 seconds. 1 second. He does it. Neo manages to hold on. What a play by the master himself. Finds the planter through the smoke. That's absolutely huge.
Neo, take a bow. That could have just shattered the confidence of Dignitas.
Oh,
losing a round like that.
Crazy.
Unreal.
Begs the question, though, why not just plant behind the fountain? You had a teammate backing you up there. That's a safe bet, surely, instead of planting it over behind the smoke. Use the smoke to come to the bomb site and just guarantee yourself the plant there. That's a really weird decision from Dignitas to do that. That's going to potentially cost them here, but once again, it comes down to a 1-on-1. The CT economy has not been balanced still, so Dignitas still within a chance here. Tenzki gets the first frag towards long A. Taz answering back, though, gets a double. He gets taken down. It's a 3-on-3. The bomb has been dropped, so the CTs have spotted that at least. And you can see them rotating towards the A bomb site right now. Snax is in towards that danger zone with the Mag 7. You can hear footsteps. He could go absolutely huge right now.
He's going to have to, because Pasha has left him hanging. AK has been picked up. Snax moving in. Is he going to assume that both players are coming up mid? Probably not. Right into byali. byali doesn't get either of those frags. How important could that be?
If he just got one there, it would have been enough. He doesn't. Snax with no kits. Bomb hasn't been planted just yet. He's in towards connector. As established where the bomb is heading. RUBINO is on very low HP. That's got that going from at least. And does spot a player towards Chicken Cube, I assume, but there we go. He needs to do something very quickly here.
He has no defuse kit, so it has to be soon. He definitely feels as a player in Chicken Coop, just consistently spamming there. He has no idea where the second player was. He probably could have guessed it was long, but that's only half the battle. And Dignitas, in the last 3 rounds, they could have all gone their way. Finally, they get a clutch. And because of VP constantly being put down onto one player, they have absolutely no economy to play with, but they may go for a force.
Well, I don't think, it looks like they are going to be buying something here. It's going to be pretty much a double eco either way, which is kind of crazy because that's going to bring it to 13-13. So just P250s, a CZ. byali has got the Deagle. Snax is boosted up into drop down here. That's been undetected as well, but RUBINO is waiting for it. But what a couple of crazy rounds we've had here.
Man, another day Dignitas could have been on the home stretch, taking this map and the best of 3.
I don't think RUBINO's going to be aware. I'm sure he's going to check the boost there. He does, and there's punish Snax there. And like I said before, this is pretty much a double eco coming in for VP. They can't justify a buy next round, so I'd assume it's coming into 13-13. Dignitas is gaining control, but there is a couple of frags here. Make it 3! And it comes down. All of a sudden, this is in favor of the Poles. How has this happened? Blink and you'll miss it. Somehow, that long A play doesn't work out for Dig. They get the first frag, but just a flurry of P250 kills from Neo, byali, and Taz. It's actually Taz who gets the double here to finish things off. I can't believe what's just happened then.
tenzki will be sick of his life.
They had just P250s, that was it.
And tenzki, I don't know how many bullets he shot, must have been like 20, and wasn't able to get the frag from a couple feet away.
This game has delivered, and then some. This has been such an exciting finish to this series. VP, after getting their money hard reset, they actually come back and do the same to Dignitas. You can see they've gone 3 rifles now. They can't afford to allow VP to go on to map points with 4 to go still to catch them up. So Kjaerbye and MSL and RUBINO are the rifle wielders here. Once again, dissecting that middle area, taking away the vision from the CTs, just trying to get towards long A and danger, clear those zones out, and decide whether they want to go for the fake and move their way back to B.
That's some tasty damage through mid as well. I think it was pasha was just spraying through the door, takes MSL down to 39, RUBINO's down to 27. So the early moments definitely favoring VP. Of course, there's no way of pasha knowing exactly how much damage he did.
Yeah.
Can't take anything for granted, but VP, the way the momentum's been going, you'd fancy them to be able to take us home from this point, but this best of 3 has been anything but predictable.
Once again, it's the MSL showing some aggro towards that A bomb side, trying to keep some CTs there. That could be 3 of them. This could be perfect for Dignitas, you know. They're going to be executing onto B. Config finds that first frag as well. Looks like the B bomb side may be open as pasha, it's all down to him, only manages to find 1, and now the retake does have to come in from the CTs. Good news for them, the bomb is slightly delayed, and they have made their way out of the connector doors as well.
Snax, what have you got for us? What are you made of? The answer is stopping the bomb being planted and picking up 2 frags. That's a massive, and Taz and Neo both step up to the plate, and VP are 1 round away from progressing.
That should be it, but what a retake that was, and a little bit of a blunder from Dig. Snax, when there's 3 players alive, he shouldn't be allowed to go up and take the bomb there. That's kind of nuts, but there we go. The huge individual performances. Another one to separate those kind of rounds. Snax definitely showing his true form here on Cobble. We go into round number 27. Series point now for Virtus.pro. There's 1 more required on the CT half of Cobble. And looks like Dignitas going to be opting 5 men towards a B site. Haven't got any rifles to play with. It's Hail Mary time. Tech 9s and Deagles. Let's see what you've got.
pasha's here, though. He's on point. He's in position. And typically he's been on the statue, but his reaction speed's too solid. He doesn't get the second shot. But the flashbang's more than enough to deal with the rest, the stragglers of Dignitas. The bomb still hasn't got onto the site. The second frag has came through. Maybe there's another twist and turn in this tail yet. MSL charges through the smoke. Unbeknownst to him, there is a player in the smoke itself, and he's going to start tapping through there. Can't land the frag. Here comes Config. It's on byali again. A 1 versus 2 clutch could be coming in. But he gets picked off. And Dignitas refuse to lose. They are still in this match, just about.
Just about. The Tech 9s, no rifles. Somehow they win that round. It's another one-on-one situation. And once again, they reset the money of Virtus.pro. So at least they have a lifeline going forward. This round should be going in their favor. I don't think I've lost track of how many times I've said that. And the P250s or something crazy happens, and all of a sudden they drop the round. So Virtus.pro not investing too much in this. It's a Desert Eagle on Snax. That's about all they can really justify. As the scoreline is currently sat at 15 plays 12. You would assume he's going to 13. But VP just 1 round away of closing this one out. Of course, though, Neo with the silent USP opens things up. He does take down MSL, but is quickly responded by Config. Now pasha's pushing him behind. He shouldn't be able to get this kill, surely.
There we go. I was going to say before, if you cast your mind back just a few rounds, it was a P250 that pretty much won VP the round.
Exactly.
So you can't write them off. I was getting deja vu when Neo just goes in and opens up around 28 in their favor. That being said, Dignitas this time playing a bit more cautious. They're pushing in together, getting the avenging frags if a stray bullet does connect to the dome of a VP player. But Henry, this could have overtime written all over it, by the way.
Well,
it's in that kind of situation.
Looks like this round is only going in one One way, that's going to be byali remaining in a 4-on-1, just a USP in hand. Definitely not long for this world. As you can see, tenzki can smell blood in the water. And should be dealing with him momentarily. There it is. 2 rounds to go. Can Dignitas push this to overtime? VP Money's it's in a decent position. I think it was just Taz who had the 6K. The rest of the guys going to be struggling for defuse kits and indeed utility. As we enter round number 29, Mag 7 has been purchased for Taz. Pasha picks up a kit. But here we go then. Those Dignitas have what it takes to hold on here. 2 more required.
Does pashaBiceps have something in store for Dignitas?
Let's see what he can bring to the party here. Has been playing quite a passive AWP game. This time he will be boosted up onto the platform behind that smoke. He'll be scoping up, looking for any stray players pushing through, edging his way towards that site. It looks like Dignitas will be once again going for that mid control / long A. Neo waiting that. He's got the M4 in hand and no nades remaining anymore, so it's going to be pure aim that's going to separate him and the Dignitas players.
It's definitely one of the reasons why Dignitas are playing this so slow, almost wanting VP to hang themselves, and then just push in when there's pretty much nothing remaining. The issue with that, though, is that VP have consistently won rounds where you really never would have thought they could.
Good news for VP is they've got Pasha with full control of that upper platform. We can see right into the back with the AWP, so that could be interesting. But looks like Dignitas will be once again going towards long A. Look at Taz, boosted up the Mag 7, hoping his teammate can cause enough of a distraction that he can do something with this. That's not really going to matter, though. Or is it? Because somehow he finds that kill onto himself. Could make it 2, he doesn't. Kjaerbye does punish him now. 4 plays 3. And you've got to work out now, VP. Do you just want to save this AWP? I think that kill onto Snax will settle that decision. It's going to be a 4-on-2, and Dignitas once again, they somehow play it perfectly. They're using VT's buy against them. Like you said, no real grenades to hold them off. They're just kind of lying in wait and hoping the frags work in their favor. Using that mid dissection, taking away the vision from the CTs, locking them out with smokes, going in with 3 players towards long A, and it's making the frags work for themselves. Pasha will be going all the way to T-spawn to try and save this orb. Dignitas 1 round away now. Just 1.
What a fitting way to end a sick day of Counter-Strike.
Absolutely.
With a potential last-ditch effort that could see VP move across the finish line, or Dignitas could bring us back into another overtime, which would be our 3rd overtime of tonight, actually.
I'm pretty sure this is going overtime, you know. Just having a look at the money right now.
It's going to be really bad.
If they don't save this AWP, they're going to have $2,400 each.
Yep,
they do save the AWP, though. Maybe he actually will save the AWP, so there it is, the bomb goes off. 15 plays 14 now. And there's the money for the CTs. Nothing to work with, really. I think it's going to be pistols. Patch is going to drop a scout for presumably Neo. And there it is, all roads lead here. I think we'll be taking a pause as well. This is probably a very good time for VP to use the tactical pause.
Absolutely.
They've got it in the bank. Might as well use it. Let's work out how we're going to approach this round. We're up against the ropes. We really don't want to go overtime. I want to try and close this out right now. We have an AWP to work with. That's going to be huge. If the AWP can go into a long A or go towards mid on, just find the first pick and knock Dignitas off their confidence a little bit, get them questioning their decisions, maybe they can do something with this. So far, Dignitas have had pretty free reign of that mid area. Once they get the smoke down towards those mid doors, pushing through, pushing the CTs back, they can leave one man there, go back towards B. It's been very impressive from them so far. I've actually been super impressed with Dignitas throughout this campaign. It's been very good showing from them and showing they can keep up with the likes of VP in these long, drawn-out affairs.
Very reminiscent of Mouse Sports as well, a team that a lot of people are writing off right off the get-go, and yet they performed. They took teams that you would expect them to struggle against right down to the wire. Dignitas have done exactly the same here. VP, looking at that buy, it is really poor. But this also maybe takes Dignitas off their momentum as well, because they have had the last few rounds go their way. A lot of mind games could come in. That's what they're playing for.
Here we go. The pause has been cancelled. VP. Battle plan has been decided. AWP, Scout, FAMAS, 257s. Can they close this out now, or are we going to yet another overtime here today? Dignitas know what kind of advantage they have. Can they make the most of it?
This is where the big boys come out to play. It is quite literally sink or swim for Dignitas.
The loser of this map is being
They're gone.
sent home from the tournament. So
early damage goes in favor of Dignitas. Again, a similar problem for VP. They lack utility, so if they do throw all that away, they're going to be really struggling in the dying embers of this round. They need a hero right now.
more than ever.
Could that be Taz? He has heard movement to his left-hand side. That call will come out. Again, there's so much time to play with, though. It doesn't necessarily mean a great deal. Man, that atmosphere is it's tangible.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Both these teams want to give nothing away.
Dignitas, once again, they have got control of long A. Neo just bouncing with the scout there on the APC, just trying to get an early call off, maybe get a tag. A bit of damage here. Snax somehow finds that opening frag. Brings them to the 5 and 4 in their favor. The flash comes through. This could be huge. byali gets the bomb as well. Kjaerbye waiting on the other side. He does reply as well, but he's going to get away with his life. And there we go. Kjaerbye brings it down to the 3-on-3. This is going to go right down to the wire here.
Oh, Pasha, do you have another huge play in locker? No is the answer, and it's all on Snax. If VP want to win this clean, this beast, ranked 4th last year, has to step up to the plate and deliver. But it's so rough, 3 complete different angles for him to try and push onto. Dignitas just have to hold on, and there we go. The avenging frag takes us into overtime.
Unbelievable. How have they done that? So many amazing rounds in this series so far. It's been such a back and forth affair. Clutches like I've never seen before. Dignitas with a really impressive T-half there. Just really playing to perfection there. Really great hybrid of styles. Being able to mix it up. And VP, I think they'll be okay with the situation. I think after going into overtime after that, like that last round, I don't think they really fancied their chances there. It was a very difficult buy. They just had Pasha on the AWP. They opened it up though. It came with a 5 and 4 in their favor, and their flashbangs through middle. I really thought they had a chance there, but Dignitas answer back, get the bomb down towards A, and we're going to yet another overtime here today. Oh, what a series this has been. Right down to the wire, Metas.
We have been spoiled today, Henry, with the games we've cast. We have been spoiled.
What's the time right now? We're looking at, we're coming out to 1 AM. This is the best time to Counter-Strike in my opinion.
Absolutely. So what do you think's going through the minds right now?
Well, it's going to be Dignitas staying on the T side, and they've had a very impressive T campaign so far. Like, they've had some ups and downs. I think they've been a little bit unlucky in the clutch situations, maybe some difficult decisions being made in some big rounds, like 3-on-1s being lost, and then Neo having those crazy clutches as well. I think their scoreline could have been huge. They could have actually taken that one home after
definitely
having some difficult situations to swallow, but they get to overtime, and that was such a climb for them. Like, they'll be on the top of the moon right now. The fact they've actually clawed that way, the one back in after having so many match points against them, they'll be very happy with the situation right now. And I think it's probably a good time to take a break for both teams, just work out how they're going to approach the situation going into it. I'm sure we won't be going live for a little bit just yet. Let's have a look at the scoreboard there. byali, 26 frags. Snax on 20. Config had a great game as well. So did Kjaerbye. Those guys are on 29 and 28 frags. RUBINO's been kind of quiet this map. He's on 10 for 21. But if ever there was a time to step up and shine, this would be it in overtime.
And he definitely pulled his weight on Mirage, but it makes you think, you know, if RUBINO was on the same level as that ridiculous pistol ace and his Mirage performance, then Dignitas would be head and shoulders above VP at this point.
If he manages to show up, then the thing is, like, Dignitas just need to do more of the same. Like, they're actually doing very well so far. There's no real answer from VP as to that mid-control. Dignitas seem to be getting every single time. A lot of teams focus towards the B side of the map. They like to just work it very slowly, work the picks, get towards drop-down control, and then work onto the B. Dignitas just seem to favor that A side. It seems to open so many options for them. The fact they take away the vision from the CTs, push down all the way along A, and they can just leave one player there just to smoke off connector, Molotov behind APC, get the CTs kind of rotating, peeling away, kind of questioning themselves. That's what they've kind of been doing very, very well indeed so far. But it looks like we are almost ready to get back into this. I can see overtime resumes in 0 seconds. That obviously isn't true. As we are waiting a little bit. I don't think everyone's sat down just yet.
I can definitely let the players off when so much is on the line in the 3rd decisive map at 15 apiece, if they want to take a little bit of time to get themselves together. And I do wonder as well if VP are going to rue that opportunity or that missed chance of that force buy towards the end of their CT side when they went for the force. It backfired. They therefore had to eco And I think at that point they were like 11-8 up or 11-9 up, so they had rounds to play with. They had a buffer. They didn't have to go for that force. And I think that's where they started to really struggle from that point on.
Well, everything's reset now. It will be MR3 10K going into this one. Yep. Dignitas starting on the T side. AWPs haven't had a huge effect here on either side, it has to be said. I haven't seen anyone really stepping up with the orbs. Pasha had a couple of picks here and there, but on that retake just then in the last round, unable to land any shots of any worth. As it looks like we are back into it, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the first half of overtime here. Dignitas on the T side, VP on the CT. Double orb setup coming out for the Polish side as well. Config yet to buy. And here we go then.
I tell you, I've got mad respect for everyone in the crowd that's still here at this time of night. Pretty impressive. A decent turnout still, but let's see which of these teams is going to progress and which team is going to fall by the wayside. Dignitas on the T side, VP remain on CT. Double op setup, Henry. That's a lot of eggs put in this basket for VP.
Absolutely, it's going to be Pasha boosting up onto a platform there once again. Snax, interesting enough, holding down drop down with the orb. Just at the window, trying to see if he can spot any feet and inflict some damage in that sense, but Dignitas this time not going to be sending the same sort of manpower towards long air they have been before. Just got a couple of layers towards middle. It looks like potentially an A split coming up here. This kind of setup will suggest that, but let's see how they go here. Snax does take quite a lot of damage and gets flashed out of position as well. And there we go, the first frag's coming in. It's going to be Pasha to open things up, make it a double.
It's almost like he can hear us. He's like, oh, what's that? No impact with the AWP.
Yeah.
How about 2 frags?
How about that?
Get wrecked. And you can see how much pressure that alleviates from VP. Start to stack over towards that A side. There's no pressure for them to go looking for information. Molotov thrown through. There's the flashbang on. They're going to push afterwards. Config ate that right to the face, but they do answer back with a flash of their own, so that stops Neo from peeking. That being said, though, Snax has read this situation. He comes up. Neo is there with a spray. Double for him. In fact, actual fact, no, it was Taz. Steals it right from underneath his nose. But the bulk of that damage is done from Neo. And a complete shutout for VP. What a way to start overtime. Yeah,
this double AWP setup I really like from VP. There was a problem from the A side of the map. They weren't seem to be synergizing correctly, and there was a lot of difficult 1-on-X situations. I think the double AWP setup means they can naturally leave turrets on either side of the map. Wherever they feel like the fakes may be coming in, at least they know they have a solid player that can hold off and be good for at least 1 frag going forward. So there we go. VP do take the first round now. Snax going towards middle, smokes himself out just to get that view over towards mid and see if we can get the first pick here. But it's 5-man execution from Dignitas going straight through the smoke. RUBINO leading the charge here. Pasha
he's burning.
Up.
Down to 10.
There we go. A little bit of excitement there. He's going to have some more fire coming his way, and he has to get out of there right now.
Oh my goodness. The flash followed by the grenade was brutal. Devastates RUBINO, who's already low. That bomb is being sneakily planted through the smoke, however. And Kjaerbye somehow gets the upper hand on Taz. Neo is trying to snake his way onto the site where there are a couple of T's residing, the bulk of which are over on drop zone though. So if they can get this first frag, things could get really bad for Dignitas, but they come out swinging. 3 kills in as many seconds. It's all on byali. 2 frags for him, but he's down to 37, and Config finally puts him down. Dignitas remain neck and neck.
There we go then, Dignitas resort to the old strap book there, full wall of smoke coming down onto the B bomb site, get a cheeky plant there. The CT's on the other side, unable to really do anything with that. byali, the last man standing, did make it competitive, but the 2-on-1 did not go in his favor. And now Dignitas back in the driving seat. Very strong round for them. They saw the double AWP set up for VP there and answered back with the full smoke execution. Neo does spot some players towards the top of middle there through the smoke, but unable to land a shot just yet. As we enter the final round of the first half of overtime.
Pasha gonna be peeking on long right now. There's a player there just hiding in the little cubby hole. It's going to be RUBINO. If he shows himself, probably a dead man. But if he just bides his time, he could catch Pasha unawares. So much rests on that first pick you have to feel here, Henry.
Absolutely. Dignitas 4 players towards the B side of the map right now. There it is, RUBINO. That's a great shot. Pasha with the AWP as well gets absolutely punished here. That pick mean everything. We talked about RUBINO being quiet. He gets 2 entry frags here. And potentially could have opened up the door for the second round of overtime, but Snax is going to be answering back. He's not done here just yet. And it does come down to the 4-on-2 though, in favor of Dignitas. RUBINO stepping up.
What a fantastic passage of play from RUBINO. Just when he was required, steps up, bomb, and he's down. VP really without a hope of getting this round back on their belt. What a twist of events here for Dignitas. On the brink of defeat, and now, on paper, they should be moving around ahead, and indeed, that's exactly the case. Kjaerbye with 2 final frags. Dignitas 17-16 ahead.
Wow.
It's crazy to think that VP are on the brink of being knocked out.
After winning that first round in such convincing fashion, we thought that double orb setup really working out for them. They found the right recipe to counter what Dignitas were doing, but they answered back straight away. That call to do the full wall of smokes when you know they've got the double orb as well, that's just like perfection at that point. You think, well, this is how you lock out AWPers. Get the bomb down quickly, get them forcing through smokes with AWPs, and we know we can lock them down. And then just as we said, we called him out before, RUBINO, if he could step up in this overtime, they could be a force to be reckoned with. The fact he comes through and gets 2 AK shots, especially with pasha who's on the upper platform with the orb. He finds that kill, finds a second on the bomb site. He's the key to get them that second round there. He only gets 2 frags in the overtime, but could be 2 of the most important frags of the game.
2 of the most impactful frags, absolutely. And what a time to bring that out the locker. Team's still discussing.
Yeah, they'll be taking full advantage of all the pause time they can here.
Totally understandable as well. Dignitas go through into that second half of overtime, around to the good. Now on the CT side, and VP, what seemed like forever ago now, Henry, after picking up cash, he wrote off Dignitas, and they are so close to causing what I would say is probably the biggest upset of this tournament if they do win this.
Especially in the best of 3, to knock them out of the tournament.
Yep. Absolutely. But VP, veterans, been here, done that multiple times. Do not count them out. Double op setup on the T side this time. And what looked like it could have been a fast push on B has just stagnated into a slow, steady round. Neo has 8 damage, but so has MSL, down to 21 HP.
Nothing to report just yet. Snax just trying to get control of drop down here, like waiting for a boost to come out potentially. All 5 players from VP committed to that B side of the map. Snax looking like he's going for full control. Actually, Molotov himself out a little bit. Has to slow things down here. Full floor of fire beneath him as well.
Almost a level of urgency about VP, desperate to find a player and put him 6 foot under. That could prove to be costly, but look at this. It's a barrage of bullets, all connecting into the cranium of Dignitas players.
Not
and
really
tenzki,
much the last 2 players can do, is there?
He's the last hope of this round, but the fact it's a 5v2, I mean, just tap out.
The fact that we talk about, if it's MR5, 16K, you normally can justify some of the retakes early stages, but when it's MR3 and 10K, losing the orbs and having to rebuy in the second round, keeping the orbs is definitely very viable in this situation. So VP, in terms of tactical execution, wasn't really much. That is forcing the CTs out of the drop down room and pasha opening up the AWP kill and then just swarming the bomb site there. It's just going to be tenzki remaining now. They know his position. And Neo finishing it off in style. They pick up the first round here.
That is rough for Dignitas not being able to save any weapon. Of course, they will be able to buy up this round, but it's more for the future. It's the next one if they were to lose this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So much. But of course, they can steady the ship away from those rocks if they were to just crush this round. So they still have control over their fate to an extent. The VP still keeping those 2 ops in play.
Faster round coming in from VP this time. Oh, looks like they were going to do it. Actually, just opting out from that smoke gets dropped as well. Got to be slowing things right down now. Looks like they really wanted to go for that. Kjaerbye's going to be boosted up into drop down. Pretty much undetected right now. Snax will be checking that out. This could be perfect. There it is. He sees the shots coming through the smoke, and Kjaerbye capitalizes, gets that first pick onto Snax there. His tracer's just giving him away as he was actually trying to counter what he thought may be coming towards him, the boost.
These are the kind of scenarios as well, Henry. Double up setups when you're a player down, you have to force a frag. Not necessarily the best weapon.
Well, let's see what they can do here.
Especially if Dignitas hold the close angles, that AWP could prove to be completely ineffective. So worrying signs for VP. They do have 2 very aggressive AWPers though. So maybe they can turn this around. But the ship is starting to capsize. 40 seconds left on the timer. Now maneuvering themselves through mid. MSL's there with the M4. There's the issue. If that's an AK, maybe Neo can pick that frag up, and now MSL just goes to town on Pasha. Fair enough, he falls down, but the damage has certainly been done. A 4-on-2. The bomb's still in the hands of Taz, and they decide they're going to go for B, but there's still 2 players from Dignitas there.
Yeah, 15 seconds remaining as well. They really can't afford to try and work out exactly where the CTs are. They have to run straight in and hope for the best here. Taz and byali, the last 2 players remaining. 10 seconds on the clock.
Surely there's no chance that VP can win this round. The spray down is on point for RUBINO.
There he is.
And they are 1 round away from knocking VP out of this tournament.
It's kind of interesting, that rotation from VP. They actually send Neo in first for those middle double doors. It's MSL who's almost gifted a free kill at that stage. He faces just at the right time and no one's there to refrag. MSL picks up 2. All of a sudden, once again, it's Dignitas on series point. 18 plays 17. Just a single AWP now for VP. It's going to be Pasha. He's been the most effective with working those picks, and they're going to be committing a lot of players towards the B side of the map once again. Just going to be Neo waiting for any CT aggression towards mid. And they're going to be biding their time right now. Don't want to overcommit to the situation.
This is very similar to the last round that we witnessed. Dignitas didn't budge a muscle in that round, so I can't see them doing anything different here. It worked for them. VP on the boost. Hope they can catch a glimpse of a player. It typically has been Config that's gone for those plat pushes. But in overtime, he's been certainly content to just back on off. Molotov's landing. But time's ticking down, and VP haven't got any real estate from this. And they've burnt through quite a bit of their utility here, Henry. I mean, they still have plenty, but...
They've got 3 smokes remaining, so there's still definitely options for them. It seems like Neo's given the call for his players to come join in towards middle. Not going to have any confrontation just yet. Still ample time to play with. 45 seconds remaining on the clock. CTs, though, they've got nothing left. They've got a HE and a flash, so they're in pretty dire straits. But here it is. MSL picks up the first frag. Is it enough? It's not. Neo does respond straight away, and here comes the smokes towards Connector. It's all going to come down to tenzki on the bomb site. Can he hold them off? Kjaerbye will be joining him as well. 29 seconds remain. Next frag's going to mean everything.
There's a sick crossfire down, though, from Dignitas. Kjaerbye is there. VP's starting to circle the drain right now. They need someone to plug this up. The frags are coming down. tenzki whiffs his opportunity. Bomb hasn't been planted. Here comes the spray down from byali. Kjaerbye's there. 9 seconds. Taz is going to stick on the site. Can he go huge and clutch this 1v2? It's do or die for VP. Taz with the first spray down has 7 HP remaining. Goes for the second one and gets it! VP take us to second overtime. I'm done. I'm actually done.
How has he managed to pull that one off? This guy. That's it. That looked like he had no chance of that whatsoever. He comes in just when they needed it. That was tournament life on the line. 2-on-1, 7 HP. Taz somehow keeps VP in this one. What a way to finish that second half of overtime. Oh my God.
Could you have asked for a sicker match than this? Like,
it looked like he had no chance in that. 7 HP, 7 exactly where he was.
1 bullet and he's dead. That's it, done.
That's crazy.
Imagine how...
Did you see how cool he looked when he finished?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That was fine. I knew I had one.
No problem. But just imagine how devastating that is for Dignitas. That has got to be a kick in the balls. To put it bluntly.
Well, when the bomb was going down with 10 seconds, I think they were just assuming it was a fake plant coming down. They wanted to see whether he was going to face there, but he played that so well. That's so crazy to actually keep them in it. My God. And once again, we are going to double overtime for the second time here today.
The roller coaster of emotions continues in this best of 3. Both teams have had chances to wrap this up. Both teams have failed to deliver on those promises. And now it's anyone's game again. Momentum-wise, I would probably edge VP after that clutch. Taz has got to be feeling unstoppable right now.
Absolutely. There's been so many clutches this game. It's hard to keep track of who's actually in charge of them. In terms of most memorable clutches, it's got to be Neo and Taz, especially Taz towards the end there. That meant so much for VP. Had he not made that final frag with 7 HP, this is them going home. We'd be seeing Dignitas celebrating on stage. And you saw the look. I couldn't, like, just as that moment went down, it was difficult to work out who actually won the round. I was like, okay, who actually won that? It's kind of crazy. But here we go then. We're going straight into the second overtime here. VP remain on the terrorist side, and everything is reset. 18 plays 18.
In interesting.
That's themselves
Dignitas elect not to pick an AWP up. They're happy enough with the A4s. Right down the middle. byali, aggression, looking to catch the CTs off guard. And it's going to be Neo that gets the first frag. However, Kjaerbye is there, stands up tall. RUBINO, there is a team kill. byali nades. Snax, what a comedy of errors for VP. Pasha now finds himself in a clutch. Even more stacked against him than Taz's 1 versus 2. And just to rub salt in the wounds, they know roughly where he is, and the grenades have landed on him. Down to 52, misses the first shot, that's probably it. Or is it? We've seen so many crazy plays, so many ridiculous clutches. Who knows what's in store? So unfortunate not to get that frag. But would it have mattered? Probably not. Dignitas, again, get the first round under their belt.
Yeah, nice defensive play there from Dignitas. VP just trying to chuck in a fast B play there. Trying to catch Dignitas off guard perhaps, but they stay strong and they win the first round here of the second overtime. And now then, no double AWP setup this time. It's just going to be pasha wielding. I think he's been the most effective AWPer on the T side. He has been able to open up those picks onto the upper platform, and once again to the side as well. He's been holding off rotating CT players, and here we go then. Looks like all 5 players with VP once again committing to that B side of the map. Will they be pushing through the smoke? Not just yet. They're trying to bait out as much CT utility as they can right now. No one's really pushing through, but here it comes. Neo will be leading the charge here. So much like apprehension as to whether they're going to go through.
Just that carpet of fire was stopping the initial charge, and here they come. RUBINO up on the boost, does the damage. Neo though, he's going to get the entry. Kjaerbye hiding. That's that side of drop. RUBINO as well, the bomb has gone down. But it's a 2-on-3. Pasha's going to try and connect the dots once more. Misses the second chance. That could prove to be so costly. And the third one as well. Pasha needs to land these shots. Taz, though, is going to bail him out. There we go. Pasha finally connects 1 versus 1. Can we see another clutch from VP? Rock plays platform.
Bomb ticking away so fast now. MSL can't afford to be walking around. Needs to find a kill straight away. Pasha gives away vision and somehow holds on. 3 kills with him. Missed a few shots, that has to be said, but he hits the one that counts. 19 plays 19. VP bouncing back, and this has just been such an epic game of CS. Pasha making it happen in the 1 versus 2. His 3rd frag of the round, and that's the biggest one there. Good Lord.
And ironically enough, that was one of the hardest shots to hit as well.
Yeah, he missed a couple of sitters.
He missed some pretty simple shots from his own high caliber, so he'll be relieved, I think it's safe to say. Of course, 22 is now the magic number that both teams are jockeying for. So that round was a big one for VP, and that's another round that looked like it could be just swinging away from them. It's a 3-on-2 retake.
Absolutely.
Oh, that nade is rough. MSL, please. Tenzki's like, thanks, mate. Fortunately, it didn't do too much damage.
Well then, all 5 players for VP once again. They focused on this B side of the map. Config, though, he's committed himself towards the left-hand side angle. Isn't going to be Molotov out just yet. That could actually work out in his favor. I don't think VP will be checking that. The flash comes in. Only manages to take down 1 with him. byali answers back straight away, and now you'd imagine the full B execute coming in from the terrorist side.
Kjaerbye is hiding, though. He's lurking. 2 frags for him. He's nearly got a third as well. Finally gets it. Kjaerbye is a monster. Oh! The 1D of dreams. What the hell did I just witness?
We've been talking about Kjaerbye stepping up in a big LAN environment for some time, and this game he really has. Epic way to finish the half for him. 4-man, and he did it in style as well with a Desert Eagle in the end.
Oh my goodness.
Great hold from him. Of course, it's a headshot. Boom. Lovely stuff there. Kjaerbye currently sat on 42 frags. He is leading the charge by some considerable margin there. The closest person on the scoreboard is going to be Config with 30 kills, but Kjaerbye playing out of his mind right now. The young Dane jumped into the scene early last year. Had a lot of promise, but never really delivered on the bigger stages. But 2016, potentially his year, I feel.
And if you rewind back to what seems like forever ago, he was the guy who was on like 17 for 6 early on. So he's been leading the charge from the beginning. Without him, Dignitas simply wouldn't be in this position. It's that clear cut. Now, take nothing away from the likes of Config, who's also been pulling his weight, but Kjaerbye has been the standout player for both teams here. Now VP again, backs against the wall. Are they going to come out swinging though?
2 AWPs once again. This is what worked out so well for them in the first round, but as soon as Dignitas caught on, and went for the execution with the smokes. That's when the momentum slowed down a little bit. Let's see what he can do. Second half of the second set of overtime here. Dignitas on the T side, no orbs to them, full AKs. It looks like they'll be going for their standard sort of setup, 3 towards B, 2 towards middle. Just trying to feel out whether there's any aggression coming in from the CTs to begin. Pasha, this time going to be boosted up once more onto the alpha platform. It's been quite hit or miss for him. Sometimes gets taken out straight away, sometimes gets a 3-man. Let's see what he delivers this time.
Players must be exhausted at this point as well, Henry. It's late in the night. They played so many rounds in this best of 3. This is where maybe concentration proves to be one of the most important factors. Dignitas with that round lead, again playing slow. This has been very typical for them. That flashbang is absolutely perfect. Pasha was screwed as soon as that flash landed.
Yeah, you're so right there. RUBINO once again getting that opening kill onto Pasha. He capitalizes, and now you can see the panic coming in from the CTs. How can they react to this? Neo trying to work out what he can do towards middle. He's got Kjaerbye going towards long A. They can sense it. They're not really sure where to go with this. Snax has rotated. He's feeling the A side attack. He's gone from B towards connector here, trying to help out Neo in any way he can. And then we have MSL holding that drop-down area, just waiting for any rotations to try to bait some sort of attention towards the B side.
Oh, Neo very nearly just flashed himself. He at least got the trade, but honestly, that's not good enough for VP. They already trailed by a player. They needed a couple of frags there from Neo.
No, he didn't check it.
What?
Taz capitalizes. That's so huge. Oh my God. This round had Dignitas written all over it, but somehow VP finds some form in it and get the man advantage as well. But it's not over just yet. The bomb will be planted on the A bomb site. 3 plays 2 now.
Boost up for Dignitas. They can still claw this out. Config.
God.
He's got the first spray down. That is big. Oh, the second comes in. Dignitas. You guys are ridiculous. They move again to match points. A 2v3 clutch. And I said before, maybe concentration's going to start to be a factor. MSL not checking that spot is criminal.
Crazy.
He's in no rush either. Like, there's no reason.
Yeah, he always used such an advantageous position there. He pretty much had won the round had he just checked those simple corners there. But there we go. They win the round regardless. Great boost and creative play there on the A bomb site. And once again, series points here. Do Virtus.pro have what it takes to stay alive? They haven't got the best money. Pasha, after being taken down, is only on the max 7. Neo back to the AWP. And you have 2 kits as well. Dignitas definitely in the driving seat here. Neo trying to make something happen towards long A. It's been a heavy area of contention. Can he find the first pick here? As it looks like he's going to have something. As tenzki is making his way down that part of the map. Taz is really going to be joining him. So tense right now.
It's one of those kind of compositions of weapons as well. If you concede the first frag from VP, things can crumble very quickly. So they need to get this first kill. The smoke is going to delay the A-long push for now. Could funnel Dignitas into mid, which is where Neo would certainly have the advantage. But it could also force them to rotate onto the B side, which is where RUBINO is currently residing on long. So there's options. VP are lacking a bit of utility. No smokes to play with. 2 incendiaries with flashbangs and decoys. That's it.
Well, let's see what they can do here. Dignitas rotating everything they've got towards the B side now. 40 seconds remaining. They have got smokes. They've got 3. If they wanted to do that wall of smoke tactic again, they could. It looks like they'll be focusing their efforts towards the drop-down area. It's going to be 3 players committed to it. Here comes the execution. The first frag coming in. Pasha lands it with the max 7. It looks like VP have the upper hand right now. Config does find 1. Can he make it another? It's actually going to be Kjaerbye who charms it at this point. It's just a flurry of frags. Such equal exchanges coming in. 2 plays 2 now. tenzki and Config. Can they close this series out right now? They have the upper hand. Bomb is going to be planted. Taz and Neo the AWP. That's going to be the shot that counts. Config, though, 1-on-1 once again. Tournament life on the line for Neo.
Pushing in so slowly, and Neo lands the headshot. Again, VP dodged bullets.
What is going on?
How many lifelines do they have left?
Infinite, it seems.
This is just getting absurd.
Just when you feel like this is it now, surely they can't do another 2-on-1 clutch. This has got to be it. Someone overfaces or gives something away, and Neo just so cool in those situations. The veteran of CS, the master of clutches, once again steps up. And here we go, then the final round of second overtime here. Dignitas still match points here. Let's see what they can do. Snax with the Max 7 this time. No AWPs for either side. God, this has been close. One of the best CS games I've casted in the last 6 months, I'd say. Absolutely crazy.
Definitely, hands down. And it still could go on a little while longer. This is the last round of our second overtime. Dignitas win this, they knock VP out. It's that simple. VP, best case scenario from this point, is a triple overtime. They're buy up again. Not great, but they've got the first kill. Henry,
It's happening.
do you believe?
They can do this. Looks like Dignitas have no control whatsoever. This VP have swarmed them towards this danger area, and now here it comes. They're going to be making their way in. They want these frags. Taz waiting for them. The other side of the smoke. There it is. Kjaerbye gets it. Can he make it a double? He doesn't, but they do manage to actually neutralize the situation. This frags once again back and forth. No one really getting any sort of real advantage here. So byali and Pasha in the 2-on-2 versus Config and RUBINO here. Config has the bomb in hand. No utility apart from Pasha's one smoke. They have got no kits as well, so it's a really difficult situation for VP right now. The good news is bomb hasn't been planted just yet, and that shot from RUBINO, that could be it. Once again, a 2-on-1 clutch. byali, does he have what it takes to keep them in the tournament?
No defuse kit, no grenades, nothing. It has to be raw fragging power. byali, he's been spotted. He hasn't been fragged just yet. Dignitas are on the brink of progressing through. VP need another lifeline, and Config has rejected it. Dignitas with a massive upset. VP are knocked out.
Who would have thought we'd be saying at the end of this series that Dignitas are knocking out VP, sending them home in a best-of-3 series there. What a final map that was. Double overtime. Could have gone either way at any point. The craziest clutches I think we've seen in a long time. VP have got to be absolutely gutted, but you can't help but feel elated for the young Danish side here. Coming into this tournament as a write-off completely. No one expected them to be pulling out these kind of results, and you've got to be happy for the young side.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Dignitas, deserved it, but commiserations to VP. That is a rough loss to take. Absolutely ridiculous action from the start till the finish, but Dig just about edge ahead.
What a pleasure that was to cast.
Absolutely.
To the hundreds of thousands you watching at home, I hope you enjoyed it. It has been a late session here, but I think it was worth it. And a game that I think will go down in history as one of the best we've ever seen.
Just incredible. I can't even add anything. I'm kind of mind blown right now.
Yeah, it was really, really epic series there. So that's going to be the last game